here. We're all ready.
Sorry, I was just reading a thing about Shikamaru from Naruto.
Oh, okay. What about it?
They said Shikamaru was always the best Naruto character. He piped the girl he wanted, took no L's, avenged his sensei by taking down an Akatsuki member, and became advisor to the Hokage.
Okay.
Not to mention, he was the only friend who actually helped Naruto when, spoiler, passed.
Got you.
I'm sure all of those words meant absolutely nothing to you because you know nothing about Naruto.
Nothing about Naruto. I know that people wear the robes all the time.
The Akatsuki?
Yeah, when we're at the Pink City parties,
yep.
People are always in the robes.
Oh, they're all either in Akatsuki.
And Naruto is named after ramen.
Yes.
Yes.
Spiral Ramen is his name.
Chemdog, hello, good evening. Stanley says, where is Amanda? I'm here. Hello. Sorry, I know I'm a little bit late, as always, but not as late as we normally are, so haha.
Fast stream today, let's do it.
We're gonna chill for a bit and talk about some comics. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, my back is still, my neck and back, it hurts a lot. Can you squeeze it? Squeeze this side.
This side?
That's the one. How does that feel?
It's like a brick. What the hell is going on?
Keeps getting worse.
That like hurt my thumb.
I hurt your thumb. I'm sorry.
My God.
But yes, hello.
Lucy says hi.
Lucy. Hello, Lucy. Lucy's streaming right now. I hope that Lucy is going to... But you hate Naruto?
Space Invader. Probably gonna catch
fine.
flack, but I hate Naruto.
I don't think that that's an issue. You don't have to like Naruto to be here.
You're not gonna like
no
everything,
flack.
yeah?
No flack. You don't have to like anything. I've never watched it, so I have no opinion.
I mean, the anime
How do
or...
you feel about that? Hating Naruto?
The anime or the manga? Because I can definitely see the English dub being pretty rough. Because my name's Naruto Uzumaki, and I sound like I've been smoking since I came out of the womb. Believe it.
Chemdog says, always worth the wait. Thanks, Chemdog. Amusing Streamer says, that she is. Yes, I saw that she was streaming. I think she's streaming Resident Evil Village. I really want to play that game. I have it, because you guys got it for me off my throne.
Shavad, first time chat, she got some strong traps.
Got some strong traps.
Oh, they crush a watermelon.
That's our friend, by the way. Can I say your name, Shavad? I think I said it actually last time, and I don't think you got mad at me, so I think I can say it. Yes, it's Sonata.
Oh, hello.
Yeah, that's Sonata. Hi, Sonata. How's it going? I have to pay you for pizza. I was just talking about that today. I need to send you that money after stream. This is me reminding myself on stream to pay you for pizza. Daniel, thank you so much for the sub with Prime. Daniel, we are not doing any wheel spins today. Even though this is lying right now. I hope that's okay.
We are just currently on the clock right now, as there is many things that need to be done.
If we do wheel spins, it could be forever. But if we do make 350 subs or 100 members, then we will do community games. So your sub is still going towards a good cause, a good goal, and I appreciate you. And you use your Prime. Use your Prime here. You can use your Prime anywhere on this wide
and you picked
world. And you picked here, and that means a lot to me. So thank you for doing that, and that's really sweet of you. And thanks, Daniel. I hope you're doing well. I feel like I see you every now and then, and I'm like, Daniel's probably living the best life somewhere. I feel like you're always doing cool stuff too when you come into stream. Hope you're having a good day. Cherry says, hello, my other fave streamer. It's been a long time since I sent you a message this morning, but I wanted to say you're also so incredible and also brighten up my day. I appreciate you in every single way. Thank you, Cherry. That's so nice of you. Thank you. You brighten up my day by being in my stream. Yes, a rare Daniel sighting. We love when Daniel appears in stream. Daniel says, wow, 10 months. It doesn't feel a day more than 9. Hi, Red. Hey, Duck. Hey, Daniel.
Hello.
I Will One says, ee, gasp. What are you gasping about, I Will One? Both, and the fandom is made toxic, says Space Invader. Is the fandom kind of toxic for Naruto?
Here's the thing.
I've only seen cool people that like Naruto.
I read the manga as it was coming out, and I mean, that's just kind of the extent of my Naruto fandom. Is it was in shonen.
I would say
weekly shonen, so
you are a Naruto fan and you are not toxic, but maybe some people
I mean,
are.
I enjoyed it.
Because I know also for Steven Universe, a lot of people say the fandom is toxic, and I'm part of the fandom, and I don't think I'm toxic. You're part of the fandom. I don't think you're toxic.
I love Steven Universe.
But
such a delight.
Maybe some people are toxic, and then it gives the fandom a bad rap. And if it's enough people, I totally understand.
Boruto, on the other hand, no. I can't abide by that.
John, we are going to talk about some Batman Capes Crusader.
Yes.
Should we start with Batman Capes Crusader, or should we start with comics?
Start with comics.
Start with comics? Okay, we'll talk about Batman Capes Crusader at the end.
Hello, Critter Nation.
We're going to try to keep it spoiler-free.
Hello, Matt.
I've watched all of it.
RuPaula. Hello.
You've watched...
I appreciate you, RuPaula.
Have you watched any of them?
Episode 1, so I will be leaving when you
1.
talk about
So we'll
Batman.
talk about it. I also want to do a full video on it, but let's start with comics.
You do have a full review incoming.
I do. Okay. We need to... I don't know how I want to do this.
Well, I was
this.
going to suggest just do it like this.
Okay. I have a second camera all set up.
Oh, well then
I just gotta pull it in.
Get it over here.
Whoa, Danny. Danny says, thank you so much for the 100 bits, Danny.
I appreciate
Naruto.
that.
Wow, did they really make a prequel to Baruto? Oh my gosh, what is Baruto?
Boruto.
Baruto?
I call it Boruto. Boruto. It's his son. It's the follow-up series. I don't like it. I couldn't get into it.
You don't like it. You think it's bad?
Dichotic, I did get my donuts. It was lovely.
Yes.
It was such a nice treat.
Yes. Duck did get the donut. That was also courtesy of DiCarlo.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much.
To get some foods earlier. I want this to not be in the... But I think it's just going to be there. So we're just going to... It's fine.
Just leave it.
I'm just going to pretend I don't care.
Hello, Sai.
Here's me pretending I don't care. Oh, this is great. This is fine. I love that this is in the frame. It looks so good.
Also,
acting.
Daniel said, I'm not here for the wheel spins. I'm just here to streak on through an Amazing Fantasy 15 and Giant Size X-Men #1, covering up the pencil and staples.
I love it. I love it. Yeah, streak on through, Daniel. Streak on through. Congrats on your 40 stream streak. Holy moly.
Hello, John.
It's more than a month. More than a fortnight. Wait, no, actually, maybe not more than a fortnight. Is a fortnight a month, or is it a month and, like, a half?
It's a game the kids play.
Okay, let's start with Witchblade, shall we? Also, hi, John. How's it going? Should I turn this on?
Yes.
Pay no attention to my SD card in the frame. So, we're going to be editing. There's going to be some alien stuff coming your way. Alien Romulus.
Alien Romulus.
If you want to hear what my dad had to say about it, you should definitely check it out. I guess I need to adjust our cameras so that we're both in it.
A fortnight is literally 14 nights.
Where are me? Where are you? Where's the me cam? Here it is.
There it is.
I'm just gonna... Well, I mean, we can lean like this, but I think I could just adjust it.
That's fine. I don't have to be in there.
You don't...
The comic is more important. Boruto's sequel manga has been quite good, actually.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, hey, to each their own. It just wasn't for me. After years of reading Naruto, I was just kind of done. Like, I got the story that I wanted, and I was like, I don't need a sequel. If it's good, if you guys are enjoying it and it's good, then...
I'm just going to lean all the way over to where Duck is, unless Duck wants to move towards me.
I'm not moving.
Okay, well then I'll just be here.
I'm gonna be...
The comic will be here, and I'm gonna awkwardly reach across, but I think it looks fine on camera. Oh, you can see my knee. That's not alright. I don't like that. Not a fan of that. Maybe if I just twist this way. There we go. That looks good. What do you think? This cable bothers me.
Hello, Spear Closet.
Hi, Spear Closet. Welcome back. How you doing? So this is Witchblade, issue number 2. You got issue number 1 at SDCC.
I did.
Yeah, I picked it up for you when I was on the floor.
And I rather enjoyed it.
You enjoyed it. Yeah, I've heard that Witchblade is basically like what if we retold the story of Witchblade, but with the context of everything that has happened before, because now we know how this story goes. So it's just like a more polished retelling of the story. Is that true?
I never really read the original
Who
Witchblade,
was I
so I
talking to
can't
about it?
really.
I think I was talking to Sasha about it. She and I were talking about
Oh,
it.
probably.
And
Chemtalk says knees.
Knees, don't look at my knees. I'm very self-conscious about my knees. But yeah, so we can take a little peek inside, maybe the first few pages here. So it's the same, it's Sarah, right? That's Witchblade?
Pizzini.
Yeah. Danny, thank you so much for gifting a sub to Sunny Bay.
Also,
Sunny Bay, welcome on into the fan gang.
Thank you so much, Danny. Also, Sunny, if you're in
Like
chat,
the light is
be
actually
sure
better.
to.
No, maybe it's not.
It's mostly.
It's
It's mostly the overhead light that's glaring at.
This is fine.
Danny
Just
says
hold it.
Amanda Boruto is truly shit, but the joke of only knowing Boruto and being surprised to learn about Naruto is hilarious.
I see. Well played then, I will say.
I love that joke. I got it. I got it right away.
So,
But yeah,
looks like some crazy stuff's happening here.
Hey Chris.
Some Witchblade
Hey
stuff.
Puppy Shy. Everyone coming in. Everybody's here for comics. Who's excited for comics?
So yeah, I mean, Duck has read it. I haven't read it, but I do want
Wait,
to read it.
I was gonna say I had a
You have something you wanna
I had a
show?
page for you.
Okay. I gotta go all the way over here. So I just, like, I have to be, like,
Here,
here.
I'll move in.
And then I just need to be like this. And then I just need to lean forward so I can fit in over here. This is good. Okay.
There she go, transforming again.
I don't know how I feel about this art. That's my thing. What do you think of the art?
The art?
Yeah.
Oh, it feels very reminiscent of the original art. As I was saying before, I didn't read a lot of Witchblade,
Before this.
but I did read The Darkness.
Right.
And she
yeah,
would
you're
show
really
up
into
every
the
once in a while. Duck's voice is way louder than Amanda's. Is your mic on?
My mic is on. Maybe... I mean, I think they're both connected to the same one. So I can turn mine up, but then Duck's going to be really loud.
Well, I don't know what... Yeah, see, I'm peaking a lot. I don't know why that happened.
I don't know, but I don't think I get to... Can I adjust individual mics? This is 1 and this is 2. Oh, maybe mine isn't on. Oh.
Have you not been on this whole time?
Oh, that makes sense. There we go. Is that better? That's way better.
That's gonna be a yikes for me.
Okay, I put us down to low. This is the lowest volume, and I think I should adjust it because they're very sensitive.
Yeah.
Our mics. There we go. Okay, is that better, guys? Sorry.
Oh my god.
This is why they pay me the big bucks.
How long you been streaming?
Do I like the new Witchblade costume? Is it new? I guess it's more like full body.
More updated, yeah. They made some changes to it. There
It is. It's a lot more. There's a lot more going on.
Look, there was always Booba. Let's not dance around it.
No, but I just mean like she's a lot more covered. I feel like than originally, right?
Mm-hmm. A lot more red orbs.
Yeah, there's more red orbs, but I just mean like she's wearing more armor.
Ooh, Spearclaw said, I'll admit a deep, dark secret. I didn't start reading Witchblade until Ron Mars started to write.
That's all right. Your secret is safe with us.
Hello,
I'm not
Lanique.
going to tell anyone on
Reverend Pottymouth in chat. Hello.
Hello. What is the red orbs deal, says Critter Nation? This is a good question. Lanique, hello. What is the red orbs deal? Do they represent anything? I don't know about red orbs and Witchblade. I have read some Witchblade.
I just knew it was originally on the gauntlets, like on like the hands.
Yeah. Okay.
From the original
Yeah,
costume.
I remember that. And now they're everywhere.
Here.
They said put them everywhere.
There's an ad for the new volumes that are coming out, and
I really need to clean my mouse.
you can see.
See it in the stream.
There she is.
Okay.
There's the original
Yeah,
look
a lot less armor.
in the bottom left there. If you want to move that a little closer to the camera. Hopefully it doesn't. There we go. Hello, Eric.
There you go.
But yeah. Explain Witchblade. I've never really read it. So, I mean, long story short, in the world of...
Phoenix.
Yeah, throw it on Phoenix. In the world of Witchblade, there is these, like...
Hello, Eric.
Let's call them weapons. Like, one's a gauntlet, one is, like, the essence of darkness, one is the essence of sunlight. It's, like, physical things and metaphysical ideas and stuff. But anyway, all these people will gain these artifacts, let's call them, and then they're, like, going to war with each other. And Witchblade is... So, Sarah Pazzini's a cop, and she suddenly gets a hold of the Witchblade, and then it kind of, like, upends her whole life, and now she's kind of like this, yeah, thank you, Spirit Closet, artifacts. It's been a while, and now she's kind of, like, caught up in this whole other world of, like, demons and monsters and all these people who want to use these things. Oh, Lucy's raiding with a party of 12.
Lucy, thank you so much for raiding.
Hello.
Welcome on in, Raiders. Hello, everyone. Angry Magma, The Bright Side. Zenrat Joe, welcome on in, Raiders. Hello. If you don't know me, hello, it's me. I'm Amanda. This is my stream.
And I'm Duck.
This is Duck. Today we're talking about comics, but we do lots of different stuff on this stream. Sometimes...
I'm so excited for the darkness to come back.
Sometimes we... thank you so much for subscribing. Thank you so much, DiCarlo. What was I going to say?
Hello, Magma.
I was going to say that we do lots of different stuff. Basically, we play video games, we play board games.
Today
we
we're
play
talking about
RPGs.
comics.
We talk about comics, we bake, we cosplay, we do it all. So that's what we're doing today. We're talking about comics. This is what we do every other Wednesday. We get together and just talk about sort of what we got, what we're thinking of it so far, if I've read it yet, or if it's just something to add to my massive pile. But I have a way, I have an idea of how we can catch up, which I'm excited to reveal to you guys probably next month. So, the darkness is coming back too, says ChemDog. Ooh, yeah, that's going to be, Duck's going to want that one. Hello Lucy, hello DiCarlo. Thank you again, DiCarlo, for resubscribing. DiCarlo says, Duck, can I have another lager, Mary?
Can I have another lager, Mary?
Can I have another lager? Oh, is that Lucy's Irish? No, that's a different one.
It's from Hot Fuzz.
Oh.
Another lager, Mary.
What's the one that, Lucy, what's the one you always say when you're doing your Irish accent?
Irish.
No, father.
You charge my account, father. You charge my account, father.
Oh my goodness, that and what was the other one? Anna Paquin that we were doing, who's from New Zealand originally. I'd like to thank the Academy.
I'd like to thank the Academy.
I'd like to thank the Academy. Anna Paquin, if you're watching this, we love you. It's all good fun.
Sorry, yeah, long story short, not a witch.
Not a witch. Does have a blade of sorts.
A blade to slay witches.
The other thing that I would say about Witchblade that's interesting is that depending on the wearer of the artifact, the user of the artifact, it kind of changes. It can be very destructive, but it can also be a force of good.
I mean,
and it kind of like, I think, messes with people's minds.
It's kind of like a symbiote.
Yeah, it's kind of like a symbiote, for sure. Yeah, that's a good way to describe it. Matt, hello. Those Kiwis.
Oh, hold on.
Would you
Lucy.
charge my account, father? $6.50.
Perfect.
Did the mic get it?
I hope so.
I hope so. Would you charge my account, father?
Oh, there.
I'd like to thank the Academy for this honor.
There we go. It's like she's right here with us.
Oh man, there was a whole weekend where we were all hanging out. I don't know why. I think Lucy was telling us about that speech, and like we were talking about Anna Paquin's accent and how it's changed over time. Anyways, and then we all started doing that, and that was a whole running thing. I'm sure that's what you've all come here to hear us talk about.
Yes.
Let's talk about Phoenix. So I haven't read issue 2 yet. It just came out today. I'm probably going to read it tonight, though. I'm very excited.
I'm going to say all of the issues that came out today, we have not had time to read any of these.
No, but we can talk about Phoenix. I have read issue 1. I read it when I was at SDCC late at night. I was soaking my feet in the bath, and I read
Very specific.
Phoenix issue number 1 at the end of the day, and I thought it was quite good, and I really want to do a video on this, but I've been holding off because of the art controversy with it.
For those who don't know,
there's an art controversy with Phoenix.
For the art controversy.
For tracing. I don't know what you're asking me, because I was going to say the whole reason I've not done the video yet is because I want to fully look into the controversy so that I can understand all of it before I start to talk about it without having a full understanding. But my general knowledge of it is that it was a tracing controversy.
Yes.
Where a lot of the poses and stuff in the interiors of the book are more similar. But this is the cover. I don't know who did this cover. Duck grabbed it because thought it looked like Momoko.
Also, quickly,
I don't think it's Momoko, but I love this art, whoever did this.
DiCarlo said, whatever happened to the Moon Knight Blood Hunt tie-in?
We got it.
It's here. We got it somewhere.
Yeah, we got it. I still have to read it, but we have it. And once I read it, I will definitely let you guys know. We also got the end of Heir to Apocalypse, so I am going to
That's also
finish that. Heir to Apocalypse? Heir of Apocalypse?
Heir to Apocalypse, I believe.
I think it's of, actually, but 2 sounds better, doesn't it? I think it's Heir of Apocalypse.
Will one...
Of or 2?
I was thinking it must be some techno symbiote. Yeah, if by techno symbiote it's like ancient.
It's like
tech?
ancient,
Yeah.
like kind of... Isn't it kind of like biblical at one point, depending on?
I don't know the new lore, but like
okay.
back in the day, all the things were like prime.
Stanley says that's a shame.
Things.
I was excited for a Phoenix series. Okay, well, but Stanley, you don't have to... Here's the thing.
That's just the current controversy that's going
but I
on.
haven't looked into it, so I don't even...
Yeah.
I don't even want to say, like, I'm accusing anyone of anything, because I don't really know... I just know that people were talking about it. So that doesn't mean that anyone's guilty of it, necessarily.
Yeah, cannot confirm nor deny
evidence
any of these
before I can say
claims
where
or
my head's at.
accusations, but yeah, I've got to... Amanda wants to do a deep dive.
But they didn't remove the artist from the book. That's what I know. At least not yet.
Still doing the art.
Still doing the art. So Marvel clearly either they already had all this art and they were like, we're just going to get this art out and then we're going to get rid of this artist, or they don't think it's actually a thing. I don't know.
It is Heir of Apocalypse.
Well, I'll do a video on it and then we'll actually talk about it, because I don't want to talk about it without having the knowledge.
Should be Heir to Apocalypse. It's
Right?
Heir of Apocalypse.
Heir of Apocalypse, but Heir to Apocalypse sounds better.
Anyway.
So for Phoenix, I read issue number 1 and I did like it. Also, look at this sick Spider-Man ad. It's great. Build the universe, Spider-Man Lego.
Oh man, got bit by a radioactive Lego block.
Oh no.
Now I'm stackable.
Now I'm stackable.
Somebody stacked this kid.
Oh my gosh. So basically what's happening in this is Phoenix is going to space and having cool Phoenix in space adventures, which is a thing that is pretty cool because I feel like we haven't really done this before. You know, Jean's been in space and been doing stuff in space, but it's not usually a thing that we get to join her on. Mm-hmm. So it's kind of cool to have that perspective. And basically in the first issue...
Oh my god, top rate.
Is it Gore? Who is she hunting down? It's someone that's like a big deal.
I don't know, but feet.
Oh yeah, feet.
Yeah, they get that feet shot in.
Feet's in there. So she's...
I never read issue 1, so I don't know.
Yeah, she's hunting down...
Ogre.
What?
I'm fisting Peter back.
You're fisting Peter? I think it's a is it a fist or is it a point? Is it like this?
Oh, is it? Oh, it's a point.
You there.
Oga.
Hair of Apocalypse makes no sense. Isn't he bald? Yeah, Hair of Apocalypse. He used to have beautiful locks.
Acceptable.
DiCarlo says Witchblade is great. I don't know about the reboot. Well, the reboot, Duck was saying that he's been into it, but also, admittedly,
we're 2 issues in.
Hasn't read a lot of the original. But I think I was also talking to Sasha about it. I think that's who I was talking to. And we were talking about how it's kind of like revisiting Witchblade, but with all the context of everything that comes after. So it's just kind of a cleaner version, a cleaner retelling. Because it's like, it's not janky. Hey, Moon Knight. Fist of
Speaking
punishment.
of Moon Knight, there he is. Being a fist.
So Phoenix is going out in space, and the whole idea is that there was this guy that escaped her, and then he went and wreaked havoc on a planet, and so it's like Phoenix kind of having to deal with some, I wouldn't say like mistakes. It's kind of like she just made a judgment call, and as a result of that, this person got away, and then they caused some havoc. And I'm assuming that she's going to make it right. But my only thing I was nervous about is us rehashing some of the things of like the Phoenix guilt.
Yeah.
However, that being said, if you do it in an interesting way that's unique, that's something I haven't seen before, then I'd be interested in it. And overall, I do think it's a cool idea. It's a cool premise. And I like the art.
Stanley brings up a good point. It is very Supergirl Woman of Tomorrow. If you guys haven't read that by Tom King.
Yeah, it is.
Very solid.
Supergirl Woman of Tomorrow, again, another, honestly, a fantastic book. So
I think
makes sense that I would
think
like
a
it.
new hardcover just came out as well. So if you want to check it out and you want a
good time.
glorious hardcover of a
good
good
time.
story, yeah, it's worth it.
So this one we decided to pick up more on a whim. It wasn't really on our pull. See, yeah.
It was
but,
in our poll though.
Pardon?
It was in our poll though.
Oh, I guess because we usually
have
get
Wolverine.
Wolverine stuff. Ira, thank you so much for the $5 super chat. Thought I will send a super chat while watching the Tigers.
Hey, go
Nice.
Tigers.
Go Tigers. How are the Tigers doing? Hopefully good.
Detroit.
Detroit. So this is Wolverine.
I used to go to so many Tigers
Revenge.
games when I lived in Windsor.
Oh, nice. And yeah, it was in our bin, I guess, but
Yep.
it's not on our poll. I don't.
Be
can I
careful.
show this?
Be careful with the pages because it
It's
is a red band.
bands. We went with the red band.
For those who don't
Whoa.
know, red band comics are like hard R with lots of blood and gore. So you just gotta be careful with what we can
I think the first few
show
pages are okay.
on
Maybe not
Twitch.
this page.
Not that.
Maybe not the third page, but the first two.
With art
Thank you
by
again, Ira, for the super chat. Appreciate
Greg
it.
Capullo and written by Jonathan Hickman. So that's like an awesome superstar team that I love both of those people
That's
and the
why
work
we
that they
ended
do.
up getting it, because we were like, well, that sounds interesting.
Mm-hmm.
So no one knows how it happened, as no one lived who was there. What is known is that as Asteroid M burned up on re-entry, Magneto breathed his last breath, and when he died, it released the largest EMP in the history of mankind. Then the northern hemisphere went dark. That was 10 days ago. What a cool opener. Wolverine Revenge. Dun, dun, dun. I can hear the music for this movie in my mind.
Is it all synthwave?
No,
Bum, 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 bum,
that's
bum, bum,
Powerhouse
bum,
Project.
bum, 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 bum,
That's a
bum,
different
bum, bum.
movie. So yeah, it looks like Wolverine's out in the Savage Lands.
Riding a dinosaur.
Riding a dinosaur. And then the next page, I can't show you because it is too graphic for TOS.
Might be someone getting bisected.
There are some guts. That's what I'm going to say.
Oh, here
Not
you go.
Twitch. It's YouTube that hates gore. YouTube is pretty sensitive. Twitch is a little less sensitive, but we still don't want to poke the...
You can show that.
The
That looks
Twitch
pretty
bear.
good.
Oh, this? Yeah, we can show this.
Wasn't expecting them to be in it, but
Hey, look at that.
there they are.
It's Winter Soldier and Captain America. This looks really good, actually. I like this art style. What do you think? Yes? I'm
Oh,
assuming you also
so-
like the art.
Sorry, I was reading the chat.
Oh, okay.
I did a quick skim before because that's why I was like,
Such
you
good
should
art.
double check. But I love Capullo's
I'm
art.
glad that we got it, just even for the art.
I
But
loved-
I'm sure the story will also be good because it's Hickman.
I loved Capullo on Spawn. I loved Capullo on Batman, and his Wolverine's looking pretty sweet as well.
Yeah, Capullo's just got a great style.
Mm-hmm.
I just love it.
Hello, Cedric.
Hi, Cedric. How's it going? I hope you're doing well. How are you doing? How's the fam? Hope you're doing well, Cedric. Also, we were just talking about Witchblade and how Witchblade is coming back. I still owe you a million comics I gotta read on Snaps. I have not forgotten. Still gonna do that. We're still gonna discuss all the Witchblade things. But yeah, have you been reading the new stuff, Cedric? Isaiah is a little under the weather. Oh no, Isaiah, no. We're sending healing energy
Oh, hello, Ricardo.
Isaiah's way.
Welcome on in.
Hello, hello. Solid art for sure. So this is Titans.
Oh, sorry, last thing I'll say about that Wolverine mini is, I mean, it's just kind of like an out-of-time... I mean, it's in continuity, technically, but it's just like a fun... How crazy can Hickman and Capullo get with Wolverine? And apparently very crazy, because Winter Soldier's in there, Cap's in there, helicopters blowing up, fighting in the Savage Land, killing dinosaurs.
I need to update my sub goal, actually. I'm realizing, because I didn't update for DiCarlo's sub. DiCarlo, thank you again for the sub. Do 15.
Yeah, Alex said the Wolverine book is like an Elseworlds comic, so things go crazy in that issue.
I love that. I love that. I
mean,
think that's going to be really fun.
Apparently, I thought they were saying that one's canon. I thought you were saying that takes place...
I don't think
so.
so.
Oh, no, sorry.
This
no,
is
no.
an alternate universe.
No, you are correct, because the Hickman book is its own thing. I was thinking of the Claremont.
Claremont is probably canon.
That's
it's
the one
probably
that...
retroactive canon.
Yes, that's the one that takes place in the
like
time
Larry
period.
Hamas was.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I haven't gotten that
that's
one,
my
but I
fault.
wanted
mixed
to get
up.
that one, and then we didn't get that one. I want that one.
But we got Capullo.
I know. And we got Larry Hamas, and that one was really good. So yeah. The new Witchblade issues 1 and 2 are really good, and the art is fantastic. Happy to hear that. Happy to hear that you're liking it, Cedric. Yeah. And Cedric is a pretty big Witchblade fan. So, yeah. Claremont? Claremont? Is that how people say it?
Chris Claremont?
Yeah. What did I say? I guess I say Claremont.
You say Claremont?
Yeah, I do.
Mounting this man?
Claremont? Claremont. Slightly different. I guess there is no U in it either. I'm like adding a U. Claremont.
Claremont.
There you go. Fixed. Capullo is god tier artist, says Brian. Brian, I would agree with you. Oh my gosh. Not freaking Twitch. My Nightbot was censoring Ram V because it thought it was a sexy thing. Nope, that's just his name.
Oh yeah, this is definitely Elseworld.
Yeah. It seemed, well, just I read the beginning of it. It seemed like an Elseworlds. So this is Titans. I don't really want to look too far into this because I am not up to date on my Titans. I'm more up to date on Nightwing, but I've been enjoying Titans. I haven't finished the first arc with Brother Blood, so I need to finish that and then read a bunch. Looks like some spooky stuff is happening. But yeah, I've been enjoying Titans. I just haven't need to get caught up. Like I said, we're going to have a reading week and it's going to be glorious. But what I've been reading of it so far, I've really liked. I really like Tom Taylor usually. So yeah, this has been great. Tom Taylor's going to be doing detective comics. That's very exciting.
It'd be cool to see.
Although I will miss him on Nightwing.
Oh, wait a minute.
Yeah.
We were just talking about this yesterday.
What?
Ricardo said, have you seen that McDonald's is doing a Hello Kitty Yu-Gi-Oh collaboration?
We were just talking about this.
We were just talking about this.
Yes, we did.
And Ricardo said,
toys.
I lucked out and got a Hello Kitty Dark Magician today.
Whoa, that's sick. Hello Kitty Dark Magician.
That's...
What a strange time that we live in.
You need to get one.
I know.
Next Happy
I know.
Meal.
We're going to get Happy Meals. We'll get some toys. I love collecting McDonald's toys.
Oh, Eric says, do you have a channel and Discord of comic finds?
We have a comics channel in the Discord, so anything you want to share that's comic related, you can put it in the comic channel.
Yep.
Oh, Mariah broke her pinky toe.
Oh, no.
So it's been crazy lately. Isaiah turns 2 in October. Oh my gosh. Full toddler mode. Wow. So you guys have your hands full, I'm imagining. Full toddler mode. Oh boy. I'm still slowly reading the original run of Witchblade. It has been hard getting any time to myself lately. That is the family life, but I believe in you. Oh, it's all good, Eric. No need to,
That's why we're here, to answer the big questions.
to, hate on yourself for missing it. It's all good. There's a lot of channels, all right? And then I'm always thinking of adding more channels. And then I'm like, but do we have too many channels?
Like a
Maybe.
crazy person.
Yeah.
All right,
So
next.
this is EC Comics Return. They're returning through Oni Press. We love Oni Press. I still have a ton of Oni comics. Actually, right here I have a box that's filled with them that were gifted to me by someone that I know that used to work at Oni, and I love Oni Press, honestly. So very excited
Yep, they're doing
for them to be doing EC
brand new
comics.
EC comics. For those who don't know, EC were like the kings of horror back in the day. If you've ever heard of Tales from the Crypt, that's where it comes from, EC. And now they're publishing comics once more. They have 2 lines. They got Epitaphs from the Abyss, which is their horror, and they have Cruel Science.
Cruel Science.
Thank you. Cruel Science, which is their...
We keep wanting to call it Weird Science because that's what it was called before, but it's not called that now. Probably for reasons so that it's like more SEO, so people can actually find the new one. But it's like every time it's like you want to say Weird Science.
I
and
know,
you're like,
every time I'm like, weird...
Cruel something.
Weird Science, Weird
something
Space.
Science. So yeah.
But yeah, this... every issue is a
Ad
horror
is starting in
anthology.
a second, guys. Just a heads up. Oh, there it goes.
There it goes.
This looks like a cool comic. Yeah, it's been pretty good. Duck has been enjoying it. Duck's getting all the EC stuff, so
I'm a huge...
I'm gonna be going with some Ghost Machine, I think. That's gonna be my spooky comic coming up. What's that one called again? It's called
Something Street.
Hyde Street.
Hyde Street.
Hyde Street. I'm gonna be going with that one.
Yep, I just love
Ghost Machine and Image.
anthology series, so I'll pick them up every time.
So yeah, they ooh, this looks creepy. I just like saw like a thing and I was like, ooh.
Also, the covers are always great.
Yeah, the covers are fire. But Duck was even saying might not get Creepshow, might stick with EC Comics instead of Creepshow, and I was like, not Creepshow. I want to read it. So I might have to add Creepshow to my list. Because I've been loving Creepshow. Every time you got Creepshow, I read all of them, I think. Did I read all of them? Actually, I think I did.
You did.
I was like, give me that. Give me, I want to read Creepshow. Was Demon Knight a Tales from the Crypt story?
Yes, it was.
Yeah.
Tales from the Crypt movie, 1 of 2.
So this is Scarlet Witch. I also am not up to date on my Scarlet Witch, guys. I need to read the Quicksilver and Scarlet Witch mini. Oh my gosh, there's the kid again. With his Lego.
Radioactive Lego block.
But Scarlet Witch looks like we're back to the Red Door, and I'm excited. I understand why we did like kind of a mini. That's cool, but I kind of wish they had just like kept this series going and never ended it, because now we're back to 1, and I'm just like, but aren't we just continuing the story? I don't know. But people have told me just read the mini, and it will all. Don't worry. There's kind of like a reason for stuff, and so we'll see. We'll see. Bordello of Blood. Oh my goodness. That changed my life. That story in Tales from the Crypt. That was, I think that was my vampire awakening.
Oh my god.
I think was Tales from the Crypt. I remember watching that when I was very young. A very young vampire. And it was like, whoa.
Angry Magma.
Dang.
You're talking about Tales from the Crypt Keeper.
Yeah, Tales from the Crypt cartoon. Yeah, that was also. I watched that too.
The kid version, which when you think about it, it's really messed up. Because if you look at the old Tales from the Crypt like show,
It was really adult.
very hardcore.
Yeah.
Joe Pesci gets murdered in an episode.
Oh my goodness, what's happening here? The Witch's Underworld. It looks like Wanda's doing some sort of trials in this. Frick, I love this artwork. It's not Pacelli still, is it? Because it was Pacelli before. This is Russell Dodderman. And Russell Dodderman I've really only seen do covers too, right?
Oh, I guess Dodderman's on interiors?
Dodderman on interiors with Jacopo Camagni?
I can't see because there's a
But
glare.
Matthew Wilson is still on colors. So, yeah, I like this. I was kind of sad that we weren't going to continue with Bocelli though, because I like Bocelli's art too. But this looks really good. X-Men issue number 2. Now, have you already looked at this?
I have not.
Oh, okay. This came out last week?
Today.
This came out today.
No, sorry, last week, because it was already in our bin.
Yeah. But you haven't looked at it yet.
I haven't looked at it yet.
But we both read issue number 1.
I will say, with
There he is again.
with every issue of From the Ashes that comes out,
Hope this, like, child model's making bank.
I'm
It's in everything.
less and less excited about
Every
things.
With every issue that comes out, you're less and less excited about things?
About
Oh, no.
From the Ashes.
Yeah.
It's just too much. We're going back to status quo.
Yeah.
I really want to like these things. I love this team. I love Jed McKay. I love
Look at this
Stegman.
art.
They're both
This is so
fantastic. But I don't know. I'm going to read this one. I'm sure I'm going to enjoy it. But it's like, I read a bunch of the other series from the Ashes.
Uh-huh. I definitely get the feeling of what they were saying, where like everything is kind of different and like everything has its own flavor and its own like taste. But I kind of miss when everything was unified.
I also
during
read
the Krakoa days.
I also read X Factor. I liked it. However, it just made me want to read Ecstatics.
Yeah. Yeah, you did say it was very similar. But I'm excited to check that one out. I think it sounds pretty cool.
I'm going to give it an issue 2. But like honestly, when I was reading, I was like, I just want Ecstatics. Like you're just doing Ecstatics. Or the Excellent.
Well,
or,
and you were already reading The Excellent. So.
Yeah.
I really like the art, though. I still feel like it's kind of weird, but it's growing on me more and more.
The Stegman is great, even with Psylocke's ice cream sword.
The weird ice cream sword, yeah. I don't know how I feel about that ice cream sword. X Factor had too much Milligan's X-Force in issue 1.
Yeah, Milligan's X-Force is the one that turned into Ecstatics.
Ecstatics. Also, no one is dead because they can't just kill mutants like they were.
Oh, I think a couple people died. I think they said a couple
I
died.
think they're dead. Like, for reals.
I don't want to spoil, but there are some casualties.
Some casualties in that are pretty...
Ah, there it is. Chemdog got it right on the nose. Psylocke's spaghetti webbing sword.
Spaghetti. Let me get my spaghetti sword. Alright, so this is the last arc for the
4 to 5
issue of the final arc
for Nightwing.
For Tom Taylor. Fallen
I remember when the
Grayson.
HBO show came out. Yeah, I mean,
This
I was
art,
obsessed with it as a kid. Tales from the Crypt.
This art.
Yeah, Alex, what books have you been reading for the X books? What have you been enjoying? I'm curious to know.
Anyways, I'm not fully up to date. I'm a few issues behind, so I gotta get caught up. I gotta read like 2 more issues.
Do you know
and then I'll
about
be caught
that?
up. This?
What's going on with the cover?
Yeah, I know about this.
That butt's a little different than what we're used to.
Yeah, I know. I know about what's happening. You're asking me if I know what's going on with that?
With that butt.
I know what's going on with that butt. I would know that butt anywhere.
This is one of the
I know all butts in comics.
one of the best series
Especially
out
bat
right
butts. I've memorized them all.
now. All the bat butts.
If you show me any Bat family member from behind, I can tell you who it is.
If I were to give you 2 recommendations this week from Marvel, these 2 comics.
You need to not
I know,
have
you
these
can
in
take
here.
those out of the
It's,
bags.
like, really Larry. That one's okay. You could leave it in the bag if you just want to show the covers.
But Ultimate Spider-Man and
Yeah, I know.
Ultimates,
Everyone's already been talking in my chat about Ultimate Spider-Man, so
they're both
people know. The
amazing.
People know about that. I'm really excited to check this out. Also, what was that? Was that my phone?
It sounded like a dog.
No, it sounded like a Duolingo.
Oh, no, your phone's over there. That came from
know.
over there. Was it Harold
Is that his name, Gordon?
or Gordon?
Gordon, was that you? He's smiling like it was him.
So far, Uncanny's first issue is really interesting. I like the dynamic of the teams.
Uncanny is...
Amanda has a video coming out soon.
I'm obsessed. obsessed. I love it. Wait, let me switch cameras for a second. I love Uncanny. Like, there are some things. Admittedly, there's always going to be something. There are some things. But for the most part, I'm obsessed with Uncanny. It's so good. I think that's going to be the, like...
Flagship?
I think that's going to end up becoming the flagship. I think if we can only have one survive. Granted, Exceptional hasn't come out yet. So we'll see what that holds. It could be a sleeper hit. Everyone on the panel was saying that Exceptional was their favorite, like of the creatives that are working on From the Ashes. Like a lot of them were like, it's like our favorite one. So we'll see. But Duck was like, that doesn't mean anything. And I was like, well, they're the people that make the comics though. So it's just, I think it's interesting when people say that.
Eric said standouts for me have been Phoenix and Gail Simone's Uncanny X-Men.
Yeah, I've really been enjoying Phoenix too. I do like NYX. I think NYX could be interesting, but also Lanique brought up a lot of good points in the comics Discord when we were talking about it in the Discord channel. For comics, we were talking about NYX and just a lot of the inconsistencies. And I would say that that is my... Do you want to show them? I'm sorry. I didn't mean to steal your Ultimates thunder.
No, it's okay. I didn't want to show off Spider-Man because I'm one issue behind on that one.
Issue behind, so you don't want to spoil anything.
But I wanted everyone to see...
But Ultimates also look so good. Like, I really need to... I think, for me, my favorite books from the Ultimate line right now, obviously X-Men, because that's the one I'm reading, but Ultimate, of what I saw from Free Comic Book Day, like, I really want to get caught up on this, because I'm really interested in it. There it is, the mask.
No, the child with the Lego block.
Huh?
This kid.
Oh, there he is again.
No, but I did want to show this
mask.
off. I'm so excited for this.
Yeah.
I really want this.
This sounds really cool.
Oh, Vladdy, yeah, one sec. We'll bust that back out again for a quick thing. I guess you weren't here when we were showing it off. But yeah.
Vladdy's like, I need to see.
Just quickly show off.
We can't show you.
Can't show.
We got red band,
Yeah,
so
can't show too much interiors, but.
And because we're streaming on YouTube. Yeah, so I kind of read this little opener, which sounds like it's in an alternate world where Magneto has died and it caused like a huge like EMP that's taken out all power in all of the world, and this is like 10 days after that, so it's like Wolverine, he's in the Savage Land. Looks like he's riding a dino and just messing up people probably.
Space Closet.
Space Closet, and then...
Would you rather be kicked by a professional
I just love these panels, too.
football player?
Panels.
Or would you rather be kicked by someone with Legos
Who
for
else is in
feet?
here? Ouch. And then look who else is in here. We got Bucky, we got Cap. Pretty exciting stuff. So this is an Elseworlds kind of story. So it is not necessarily with the main continuity, but it does seem like a really cool premise. And it seems like they're having a lot of fun with a lot of wacky and fun fights, which I love to see. It should be marked What If. I don't think it needs to be marked What If. Not all Elseworlds, other worlds, multiverse stories, I guess I should say. Elseworlds is a DC thing. Are technically a what if. Because I don't know if it's answering the question of like, what if? I mean, I guess you could pose a question and make it answer it. But I don't really know what the thesis is for the story.
Yeah, I know nothing about it. I'm going in.
Going in completely open.
Completely dry.
Don't go in dry. Looks amazing. When is Wolverine gonna find his kid in the Savage Land, says Black Phoenix. I don't know if that's in this book, because I don't think this is the same universe.
Somebody get that kid. Get that kid out of there.
Because that kid is in an alternate universe, right? That's not main continuity, is it? Chemdog says never, smiley face. The smiley face is what really killed me with that. I mean, maybe one day. Let's not take hope away from Black Phoenix.
Sorry, just quickly, weekly reminder, read Transformers, you won't be disappointed.
Yeah, weekly reminder, Energon Universe is happening, baby, and you could be reading all this cool stuff.
Hello, Steven.
Destro. Give me Scarlet, too, actually. I need to read both of these.
When is your next con, says Stanley.
Stanley, my next con's this weekend. We're going to Fan Expo for the weekend. So yeah, I'm going to be cosplaying. Well, we're still kind of deciding, but I think the consensus was Rogue and Maddie.
And I'll be a duck. If you see a duck walking around, it's me.
And I think Duck is just going to duck onesie it.
Neptune Man says, how's it going, Amanda?
Hello, Neptune Man. I'm doing pretty good. Just talking about some sick comics. How are you? So yeah, haven't read either of these yet, but excited to dig into them. Scarlet especially. Destro, definitely.
That's too bad, Eric.
So, yeah. What did Eric say?
Said it went to their LCS today. See if they had any in stock.
For what?
No can do. Uncanny Xmen, I assume you're talking about, or Phoenix?
Oh, maybe Phoenix 2?
All right, what do we got here?
Oh, no.
Any of these?
Ira, thank you so much for the $4.99
Ira.
super chat. Gonna have to hit my local comic shop this weekend.
Lots
we love
of good
to hear
stuff
that.
out.
Yeah.
Support your
lots of good
LCS,
stuff.
everyone.
If you have an LCS, support it.
Are
And
there-
if you don't, the internet exists for you, and I'm sorry that you don't have an LCS.
Are there any standouts you wish to talk about?
Yeah, let's do like final 2 picks.
Okay.
This one, and what do we have here? What do I have? I have this and this. Ooh. I mean, let's do this,
Okay.
because it's in the thing, even though I'm not up to date.
That's
How
fine.
about you? Do you have anything?
Me? Oh, I'm just going to bring up my boy.
Bring out your boy? All right.
Yeah.
All right, these are our final ones, and we're going to talk about some Caped Crusader.
Yeah.
So if there's anything you guys want to talk about Caped Crusader, let's try to keep it spoiler-free, but let's chat Caped Crusader. All right. My LCS is NEC. What does that mean? Thanks, Ira.
You got to look up that abbreviation.
I don't know. Look it up. Eric said Wolverine. Oh no.
Oh, no.
I'm sorry you missed it on Wolverine. But you know what? I bet there'll be a second printing for this one.
New England
So
Comics?
hopefully they'll get in more. But that sucks. That's always my biggest fear. Also, when it's like something that's collectible, forget it, you know? If it's not already in your pull. We're lucky that ours was put in the pull, actually.
Yes.
But they know, but our shop knows us. They know we love Wolverine. We always get everything Wolverine.
So they always put it in there.
The thing I'm surprised they didn't put in there was actually the Chris Claremont stuff. Because
No,
honestly,
we missed
I
out
would've
on that
bought
one.
that, but that's all right. We can still buy it. We can go
Well,
back
we'll
and
find
the
it.
back issues, or we can get a trade.
Oh, Stanley says, do you like the Gotham City Sirens book?
I was just talking to Sasha about it today. We were just texting about it.
Oh,
I haven't read it yet, but I do want to read it. Sasha's making me want to read it.
I got it right. It is New England Comics.
New England Comics.
Hey.
Nice, nice. Yeah, I want to read it. I hear that I have heard that Punchline is a hot tub streamer, and I'm kind of here for that.
And she's in a hot tub in issue 1.
So here's where I'm at. I initially, when this was announced, I thought this is a weird group, kind of. I was like, what's Punchline doing here? But then I heard it was going to be Leah Williams, and I was like, okay, I'm a bit more interested. I usually like Leah Williams stuff. And I do like, I like the Sirens. So, and then Sasha was telling me about it, and I'm like, this sounds more and more interesting. So I might have to go back and read it. But I don't know. What I know is that apparently the newest issue is a bit, it's something earth-shattering maybe is happening. I'm not sure. I asked. I don't know.
My main thing is that it's a weekly, and we already have so many comics on our
That
poll,
is true.
each of our polls, that
I
it's
think
like...
it might be a wait till the trade comes
it's
and get the
a little
trade.
much.
Because that is the one thing that I found like unappealing about
Hello,
it.
Brian.
Especially with all the X-Men stuff that's happening.
Brian says, first episode of Caped Crusader was the weakest by far. Penguin, but why though? Don't worry,
Why
Brian.
though?
We're getting into
Brian,
it shortly.
We cannot wait to talk to you
Talking about a couple
that.
more comics,
I have
but
so
we
many
are,
thoughts.
we're getting into that.
Yes, hold on to that. We got a lot to say.
Hold on to your butts.
All right, so I just want to quickly shout out Black Cloak. Black Cloak is a series that I was reading. It's Kelly Thompson, Meredith McLaren, Becca Carey. It is so awesome. I really loved it. It's like, how could I describe this? It's like fantasy, but like what happens in a fantasy world after like you kind of defeat the great threat, the great darkness, and then people just have to like live. And it's in a world where like magic is dwindling, and so there's like all this stress. So it's like almost like fantasy, but like I don't want to say like post-apocalyptic because it's not at that level.
No,
but it's like crumbling civilization almost.
Yeah, it's like now that there's
like the last city, and that's where the Black Cloaks are.
Yeah.
And that's the main character. She's a Black Cloak, and they're basically like police,
yeah.
detectives, but in a fantasy world.
But it's basically like, yeah, after there's no darkness left to fight,
what happens
and the
to
world
people?
just keeps going, it's like, well, eventually everything's going to start dwindling and like crumbling in on itself.
Well, and how do people like stay unified, especially when like you're all a bunch of like different, like maybe races or different beings, and so there's all these different like groups and factions, and there's mermaids in it, and the mermaids are really scary, and it's really cool. It reminds me of Saga, but it's a bit more like, I don't want to say gritty because I feel like Saga can be gritty at times, but it's a bit more, maybe grounded is the term, because it feels like you could imagine living here. I want this also to become like a show or something. Like Black Cloak is so interesting. So anyways, it was gone for a year. Issue 6 was the last issue, and it's back, baby. It's back. So I'm not going to flip through it because I don't want any spoilers, but I'm excited to read it, and I'm excited to talk to you about it.
Sorry.
I want to do a video on Black Cloak.
Will 1 just reminded me that Jimmy Hudson still exists somewhere in the world.
Jimmy Hudson's out there.
Completely forgotten. Wait,
Oh yeah, do you want to do Redcoat? Sure.
just don't break my spine. Because it's a fold-out cover, that's why it is.
Yeah. So this is Redcoat. What do you want to say, Duck?
Well, open it up, show off the full cover. Show off the full cover?
Oh. Sorry, I thought you said it was a fold-out, like I had to pull something out of it. But
no.
I was imagining it like it's unraveling.
Just all the ways that he's died over the years. So basically, Amanda's Bane. Simon Pure was a redcoat in the Revolutionary War. He found out that the Founding Fathers were actually like Cthulhu-worshipping cultists, and that's how they won. And that's how America became independent. And he got caught in the middle, and now he's immortal and just living through the ages. Meanwhile, the cultists are trying to steal their magic back from his body, but it's kind of hard to do that when you can't die.
Sounds very fatale.
And biggest thing about Simon is he's kind of a loser. Like, he kind of sucks. So he's not capable in many ways. So he's kind of just bumbling through history.
So kind of like, what was his name? Hob? Is that his name?
Hob?
In Sandman?
Yeah, a little bit. But yeah, this is from Ghost Machine Comics.
Doc's very sensitive about his spines in his comics.
Make
and he
sure
knows me, I'm a cracker of spines.
check out Ghost Machine. They do good work. And the art is amazing. Brian Hitch, if you like Hitch, you know who Hitch is? That's him. Not this man, but the art.
Amanda is the comic book spine reckoning. Yes. I like to read books, and Duck will sometimes get on me because like when I read a comic, like I read it like this, like fully just open. Like I'll let it hang. He's like, you gotta open things delicately. You're
I
gonna
see
break
your spine,
spines."
Duck. It's not bent the other way.
This is Wonder Woman, issue number 12. I'm not up to date on Wonder Woman. But
Who's Wonder Woman?
It's Tom King's Wonder Woman.
Thomas King.
Yes, and I can't wait to get up to date on Wonder Woman. Everything that I've heard, everything that I've seen of it has been really good, which is why I have it on my poll. And I heard this issue is a banger that came out, so I'm really excited. And I was literally thinking the other day, like, oh, I haven't caught up with this yet. Like, I'm reassessing my poll. I was thinking, maybe I take Wonder Woman off. And then Duck and I were talking about it, and I was like, I can't take Wonder Woman off. It sounds so good. Every time I hear something about it, it like gets me excited to read it. So I just need to read it and get caught up, and then keep it on my poll.
Hey,
and never
Kojo.
let it go. That's what I think.
Welcome on in.
And those are the comics.
Those are the comics.
Those are the comics that we're talking about this week. We got more, but we're just going to talk about those.
Now, can I squeak by?
Can you squeak by? Yes. Oh, to turn off the light? I can just do that.
I was also getting water.
Oh, yeah. You want to get water?
Excuse me.
And
Here I go.
I am going to move in here since you are not going to talk to us about Batman Caped Crusader.
I'm only one episode in, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I mean, we can still hear you, so you could talk from any distance right now.
Yes.
We can hear you. So, Batman Caped Crusader issue. That's what happens when I talk about comics. Episode number 1. Yes. Why? It's a good question. I think the Penguin's going to be a character that's going to be important in season 2, but yeah, I did an episode 1 review and I was like, how did this happen? I was really excited for the show and now I'm like questioning whether or not I even like this show. However, I did watch the rest of the show and I will say with each episode, it kind of got better and better. And by episode 3, I think I was pretty much here for it, although there's still some things in the series that I'm not a huge fan of. Episode 3, I think, is the Catwoman episode. And, I mean, Christina Ricci as Catwoman, like, excuse me? Yes, please.
Oh, just quick thing before I go for Spear Closet. Yeah, that was, had to do with Absolute Power. Big old Absolute Power tie-in. But, I mean, I guess if you're not reading Absolute Power, it might be a little lost. And you're just reading Wonder Woman. But yeah, that's what it was. But anyway, thanks for hanging out, everyone. Always love talking comics with y'all. Enjoy talking Batman with Amanda and Umbrella Academy. And whatever else you guys get up to.
You're very loud. You went, like, full red.
So, oh my god, I'm sorry. Hey, just Rob. Just getting out. Christopher, oh my god. Yes, we were talking about the Witchblade reboot. It
Yes.
was pretty sweet.
Pretty sweet.
But goodbye, everyone. Back into the shadows I go. Amanda's putting me back in the trunk until 2 weeks.
I said you could hang out for this. You always want to leave. You don't want to... I think Duck actually doesn't watch stuff just so he doesn't have to hang out at this part because he wants to leave early. So, yeah, I don't know. Maybe I got to give him a raise. I haven't heard of Witchblade since the 90s. Yes, what Duck said is true. They brought it back. Eric says, waiting patiently for your channel. Duck has stuff that he's working on, so yeah, everyone go follow Duck as well. If you put the
things, they're on the way.
Duck has things, they're on the way, if you didn't hear him. I will put his details. They're also in the video description. If you guys want to check out Duck, please do. Please support Duck. Duck is a lovely human and deserves your support and is also a fantastic nerd to discuss things with. I should know. I've been discussing things with him for years and I have greatly enjoyed our discussions. They are extremely entertaining. So, yeah. Just guessed. Yep, just guessed. Follow my guest. Duck is waddling away. There he goes. Duck or Doug? UptownDuck. Not Doug.
Thanks, Ira.
Did I miss a super chat?
Ira subscribed to me.
Oh, that's nice. Thanks, Ira. Thanks for subscribing to Duck. Back to the pitch with you, Duck. Back into the tar pits. Yeah, we threw him back in. But, you know, there's a time for everything. Look, he doesn't want to watch... I tried to get him to watch Batman Caped Crusader. He only watched episode 1. And I was like, you got to get on this. This is interesting. It's an interesting show. Okay, here's the other thing I got to say. Has anyone listened to the podcast, the audio radio show? I don't know what to call it. Their podcast, technically. There's one where Christina Ricci plays Harley Quinn. What's it called? It's called Harley Quinn, something like Insane or something. Insane Like Me, is that right? Or something, or like Joker, no, like Harley Quinn. Maybe if I just put Christina Ricci, it'll come up. Anyways, she does the voice for her. Harley Quinn and the Joker, Sound Mind. It's on Spotify, and I would actually recommend it. It was a pretty good thing to listen to. I really liked Christina Ricci as Harley Quinn too. Basically, I think what this means is I really like Christina Ricci. I just like her in stuff. She's just good. But her as Catwoman, I need to do a Catwoman cosplay, guys. I need to do a Batman Caped Crusader Catwoman cosplay because I think I'm in love. I liked Caped Crusader overall, says I Will One. Female Penguin, I think, would have been more interesting if it was Oswald's mom and he takes over the family business in a Fish Mooney way, like in Gotham. I feel like I don't mind Lady Penguin. I just wish they had done something different with it. I don't know if I like the characterization for Penguin. I just feel like something is missing there. But maybe we'll see that when we see Penguin again. So I'm like, I'm not ready to give up yet, but it's a weird cast and it's a weird version. I don't know. Just Rob says, I have not finished yet. Batman, The Audio Adventures on HBO Max. Ooh, I haven't seen that one, but that sounds interesting. Harley Quinn, Medicine Woman. Kind of what it's like, actually. It's like when she's a doctor and, you know, it's kind of like her descent into madness a little bit. But, you know, it kind of reminds me of White Knight. It's got White Knight vibes a little bit. I like Christina Ricci, too. I think she's good. Just finished the Natal episode. Or the, what's her name? I know who you're talking about. Not Natal. What's her name? Why can't I remember it? She's like a vampire. I think they should have used Sophia Falcone instead. Also, I wouldn't have used Lady Penguin as the first episode since I think it turned so many people away. Yeah, I mean, I don't think it was really the Penguin was a lady that turned us away, though. I think it was just what they did with it. Like, I usually am super here for a gender bend. Like, I'm like, bend the genders, swap it around. Who cares? But it was just didn't fit the Penguin for me. It felt off a little bit. I also went really hard, like right out the gate. I understand you're setting the tone, but that's my one thing about Caped Crusader. I feel like it goes a bit too hard, you know what I mean? Oh wait, has Penguin come out already? I don't think Penguin's out yet. I know they were showing episodes of it. They had like the Iceberg Lounge at SDCC, but I didn't end up getting into that. It's coming out Thursday, September 19th at 9 p.m. is what I have here. I felt bad for Renee Montoya. I also felt bad for Renee. Renee. No. Yo, I loved... Okay, so here's my thing. I wasn't sure how I felt about Barbara initially, but as it went on, Babs, Renee, Harley, I love it. I gotta say, big fan of all of those characters and kind of what they did with them. Christopher says, I hate gender and race swapping. If comics don't have enough diversity, use some creativity and make a new character. I think with this, Nocturna, thank you, Brian. I think with this, though, like, how do you do that when it's something that's set in the 1930s where when these comics were written, there was no diversity, but then keep it so that it feels like you're giving us that feeling, right? I mean, I don't really mind it. I feel like as long as it's the characters doesn't matter that much. That's why I didn't like it with Penguin, though. The Penguin just didn't feel like the Penguin to me. I don't know. But maybe it's just like, I don't know. I don't have an extensive knowledge of Penguin. I have some knowledge of Penguin. So, where are my Penguin fans at? Who are the people that are like deep in on all the Penguin stuff? What are your thoughts on it? That's what I want to know. But for me, it didn't work based on my understanding of Penguin. Sorry, I was wondering which show you were talking about. Oh, Batman Caped Crusader. We were also talking about Harley Quinn and Joker Sound Mind, which is a podcast on Spotify where Christina Ricci voices Harley Quinn. Yeah, Penguin has not come out yet, but it will be coming out soon. Just Rob, you got an ad break. Oh, the ads. Thank you for watching the ads, though. It helps me. Chemdog says, I know Penguin, but I don't have Amazon Prime. So no Caped Crusader for you, Chemdog. I understand. Well, I'd love to hear your opinions on it if you end up watching it at some point. Black Phoenix says, I just don't like race or gender changes to characters when they could have easily just used a character that already existed. Right. Yeah, I can kind of see that. Like someone that actually fits what they wanted to do with the character, but they could have just like put some other character in there and it would have fit the narrative better too. Sure. I mean, I think if the character fits the narrative, I would say like if you want to do that, the only thing you need to make sure of is that you're not trying to tell a story that's like about whatever character it is, because then you can't just swap them out. Otherwise you have to change the story. So it depends. I mean, that's also fair. There are a lot of characters that are diverse, that are great characters that do not get enough love. I definitely hear you there. I know Penguin. I wasn't a fan of making her less campy. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, I don't know. Maybe that's what I wanted. I wanted someone that was like, not more goofy, but just like more, you know? Like, I need more with Penguin. I agree. Camp is good for Penguin, I think. Brian says, Penguin didn't work, in my opinion. Thank God the show improved. Yeah, it got better as it went. Although, how do people feel about what they did with Onomatopoeia? Because, like, no spoilers, but I just felt like it was cool, but I was like, I feel like this isn't giving me anything fresh. And I feel like so many of the other characters in this are, like, homaging, obviously, the classic versions, but then also, I don't know, having like a bit of pizzazz to them. And Onomatopoeia just felt like kind of out of place, and maybe it's because they're more of a modern character in this setting, but then it felt like they didn't really do anything to really make them feel like they fit. And I was really excited for that one. And I do really like Onomatopoeia as a villain, so yeah, I don't know. It felt kind of like a waste of Onomatopoeia to me. I would love a Blue Marvel show. I agree, Christopher. A Blue Marvel show would be great. I agree. Blue Marvel in general does not get enough love. EST Comics says, I loved Gentleman Ghost. Gentleman Ghost was just such a crazy episode. I also really liked the Clayface stuff. Just Rob says, I've tried to subscribe 4 times tonight. It isn't letting you subscribe, Just Rob? What? Why is that? That's crazy. What is it saying when you try to subscribe? Also, thank you for trying to subscribe, though. It's appreciated. I'm sorry that it's not working for you. Why did they just get Richard Kind to play Penguin? I don't know, because I guess they wanted to do a different thing. Robert H. Art says, Penguin was my dad's favorite villain watching the 60s show when he was young, and based on every version of the character on Will He Like This, and I really doubt he would like the Caped Crusader version. Yeah. Yeah, that's the thing, right? It's like, I don't know. Oh, Rapala, thank you so much for gifting a sub to Just Rob. That's so kind of you. Thank you so much. So kind. We're at 316 subs, y'all. Eric says, Rapala beat me to it. Aw, you guys. I feel like other people in chat were like ready. They were like, we got you, Rob. There you go. I hope that helps you, Rob. Now you will be ad-free on Twitch, at least on my channel. EST Comics says, I hope Onomatopoeia comes back and gets to do more. I felt like he did nothing. Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, I just feel like there was nothing that was, like, special. Like, I wanted more specialness. T. Carlo, thank you so much for the 5 gifted subs. Thank you. You did not have to do that. Thank you so much. Welcome on into the Fang Gang, Burnin' Devil, Real Wombat, Demonic 00, .com SBK, and Matt M. Welcome on in, friends. That brings us to 321 subs. We've crushed our goal today. I'll bump us up to 325 for a sub goal just to keep it updated. Well, I know 2 of them. Nice, DiCarlo, nice. Oh, they spent all day making up Colin Farrell look just like Richard Kind. Oh yeah, you mean in the Penguin show, the live action show. Sorry, I wasn't sure if you were talking about Caped Crusader. I mean, I guess they just liked Colin Farrell though. I think they like Colin Farrell's energy. So yeah, I mean, there's a lot of makeup on him. That's for sure. It's kind of fun though, because it's like transformative. I will one, no worries. Thank you so much for stopping by and hanging out with us and chatting comics. Maybe Bruce Timm has lost his mojo. I mean, I don't know. I would say overall, though, I did like Caped Crusader. I'm definitely going to be here for the next season. Also, friends, on Twitch, just a heads up, there is a hype train. We're at level 1. We could get to level 2. We're at 77% of level 2 right now. If you wanted to sub or gift a sub or use bits, it's a good time to do it. The higher level we get, the more we get promoted on Twitch and just boosted overall as a channel. So it just helps me out. But also, thank you so much for the hype train. So awesome. Thank you. Thank you. There's one, says DiCarlo. Nice, nice. Richard likes to act. I know people that know him. Yeah, I know that he likes to act, but I'm just saying I think maybe there was something that Colin Farrell was giving that they just saw and they were like, we really like this. And it is kind of cool that he kind of gets to completely become this different person with the cosmetics and stuff they're doing. Still haven't finished Caped Crusader. None of the episodes I seen really stood out as memorable in the first 4. Yeah, for me it was episode 3, but I would say episode 5 is the game changer, Critter Nation. If you wanted to give it one more episode 5 for a lot of people is when the show really arrives. And I would agree with that statement. Although episode 3 for me, I was like, okay, I'm here. It's no Batman the Animated Series, but I liked it a lot, says Brian. Yeah, I agree with that. I think Batman the Animated Series is a very different vibe than this as well. My one thing is that, like, I just feel like this is not my Batman, and that's kind of holding me back. But I'm confident that the hard exterior for this Batman is going to melt as time goes on, and I just feel like everyone in this is really hard, and that's part of the aesthetic of the show, and part of the vibe of the show. The tone of the show is very like, it's a hard world out there. It's very like 30s, I guess. I have a smoke detector that needs the battery changed. I need to message my landlord to let them know. I can hear it like every second because my door is like paper thin. I can hear everything through the door. Sorry if you guys are hearing it. I can put some music on in the background if it's bothering you. Just let me know. I'll put something on. It's driving me insane, so know that if it's driving you insane, I'm with you. Casually Comics did an episode about Lady Penguin. Nice. I need to watch that. I need to watch that video. Because Lady Penguin is it's a whole thing. I talked to Sasha about it a little bit, actually. She and I were talking about it. I feel like I think we kind of had some different takes on it, but also some similar takes. There were things we agreed with and things I think that we had different opinions on. Was today's Wolverine a part of 616 or its own thing? Spoiler, it's set after the asteroid M was destroyed. So I think it's its own thing. I don't think it's part of 616. I'm not going to read the rest of that because that sounds like a major spoiler and I haven't even read the issue yet, so I'm not sure. Yeah. I'm not sure, but I'm pretty sure it's not 616. Thank you so much for the hype train, guys. Everybody that supported. Level 1 emotes coming your way. Wolverine, revenge. I'm trying to see that if anybody has mentioned whether or not it's canon, but I'm pretty sure it's not, just based on what I saw in the first few pages, that it's not. Like, part of the main continuity is canon, but I think it's multiverse. Yeah, I don't think it's continuity. This review is confused as to where it is, but I don't think it's continuity, main continuity. Ira says, Amanda's keyboard fund. Thank you, Ira. My keyboard fund, so I can have more click-clacks. Or because you feel like I destroy my keyboard with my tippity taps. I do type really fast, I know. Oh, nice. Thank you for sharing those on the general Discord. I will definitely take a look at them after stream. Thanks, Ricardo. Doubt. I'm pretty sure Saladin Ahmed's Wolverine coming out in September. Yes, I would agree with that, Eric. I think Saladin Ahmed's going to have the main continuity one. And I think all of these minis, well, I think Chris Claremont's and Larry Hama's are retcon continuity, so they're like in the past. I think actually there was 2. Did Larry Hama have 2? I think he had 2. I have one that I've read. The other one I own it, but I haven't read it yet. And then there's the Chris Claremont one. So I think those are all also part of the continuity, but retroactive. Thank you for the stretch, Rob. How many words per minute? I think over 80. I think I was like, last time I checked, I was like 88. I think 88. I haven't checked in a while. You guys want me to do a typing test on stream? I can tell you what I get. I'm glad they replaced Kang with Doctor Doom. What do you think? I did a whole video on it, Christopher, and I think that it is a brilliant marketing choice. And I think if it pays out, if it ends up being doable, which I think it is, because I do have faith in Robert Downey Jr. to play that part, I think that it will be an amazing success. And I think it's going to be, because I think we got the talent there. But I also find it interesting that so many people are like, but you can't play 2 different parts in the same universe. An actor playing different parts? Who would have thought? That keyboard works overtime. Thank you for the $4.99 super chat, Ira. It does. When I'm writing, it definitely works overtime. Although I have 2 keyboards now, because Michael sent the other one, the white one, that I have to set up and try. I'm so excited with the little cloud. Speaking of podcasts, Sherlock & Co. on YouTube. What is Sherlock & Co. about? Yeah, for Caped Crusader, I'm definitely curious to see where it goes in episode 2. I think they in season 2. I think they left us with a very interesting sort of ending. I definitely will be back. But I think mostly I like the look of it a lot. And then just like some of the stuff in the way it's playing out, some of the characterizations, I'm a little like, But then some of the characterizations I'm super here for. I like that it's doing different stuff while also basically paying homage to some classic stuff as well. I think that's really cool that they're trying to strike that balance, and I think when it works so well. We the other said, oh, sorry, I'm late to the stream and just read the comic a few minutes ago. Was a little confused. Yeah, I think it's non-canon. I don't think it's part of the main continuity. I haven't read it yet, but that's just based on what I saw even in the intro. Let's see. I mean, we could look at Jonathan Hickman, Wolverine Revenge. I Thanks again, Ira, for the super chat, by the way. I think it just popped up on the screen. Is this when this was announced? I finally returned home to Marvel and I'm ready to raise some hell, Capullo told Polygon via email. And who better to do that than with the hitman, Hickman. To celebrate, Marvel has removed the fences and let us offer a leash that we can bring the most vicious and punishing Wolverine story possible to the fans this summer. I hope they're prepared. In 5 issues, Wolverine Revenge promises to pitch Wolverine against a cadre of foes who will turn his world upside down, according to Marvel's official summary. He's been beaten, he's been bloodied, and Logan only has one thought on his mind: revenge. Well, obviously, it's such a privilege to get to work with a legend like Greg, said Hickman via email. When we first talked about the project, our #1 concern was taking the readers on a high-octane, no-hold-barred Wolverine story that was a proper celebration of both the character and Greg returning to Marvel. And like he said, the bosses cut us loose, and the result is an absolutely wild book. Honestly, can't wait for everyone to get to check it out. It's going to have a red band. It's going to be hitting the shelves this time. It doesn't comment on whether or not it's main continuity, but the fact that they basically said... Is that confirmed by anyone?
Unless they're murdering major characters?
Yeah, I don't think it is just based on what people were saying in chat and also just based on the first few pages. But I'm just saying, do you have that from an official source? Right, so you're just agreeing with me just based on what we see. Yeah, based on what we see, both Duck and I don't think it's main continuity, but I don't have it from an official source. But yeah, just based on that. But there's the Polygon article if you guys wanted to check it out. That's from 3 months ago when they announced it. So that's kind of what they had to say about it. Also just the fact that they're using the term like they're letting us off the leash, they're letting us do whatever we want. The implication to me would be that's not main continuity. Because usually they don't let you do whatever you want in main continuity. There's like editors that are like, you can do this, this, and this. If you try to do anything else, not allowed. But I don't know, sometimes they do let people off the leash and it is main continuity, so it's possible. It's just based on how that's worded and based on what I've seen. Sabretooth and Omega Red. Sabretooth and Omega Red, what? Oh, in terms of the villains that they're going to encounter? I don't know if Sabretooth and Omega Red are in it. I didn't see them, but I haven't read it. When in doubt, agree with Vamp, says Chesterov. Well, I'm not saying that, but that's my educated guess on whether or not it is canon or not. Let's see. A baker named Sherlock. It is an update of Holmes and Watson. It is different than BBC's Sherlock. Ooh, interesting. He has ADD and is autistic, like me. Interesting, Just Rob. That's cool. That's cool. So it's like a podcast. So it's like a radio show, like Sound Mind is a podcast. But they're telling the story of Sherlock and Watson. What did you say it was called? Sherlock and Co. Definitely check it out. Rapala, thank you for the hydrate. And Rapala says, I must be off to bed, friend. I'm so grateful for all the streams today. Thank you so much, Rapala, and thanks for joining us. I've had such a good time streaming today. It's been straight up freaking delightful. Does anyone have any other thoughts that they wanted to discuss for Caped Crusader? Or we could also talk about Umbrella Academy. I did watch episode #1, but I have to watch the rest of this season. Very different vibe than the rest of the seasons, I would say. Without getting into spoilers, I feel like, once again, I always feel like with Umbrella Academy in a new season, I feel like I'm back at square one. I'm like, I know these characters, I know kind of who they are and how they connect. That's the thing that evolves over time is the relationships, but everything else is like, what's going on with this? What are we doing this season? And I feel like this season is one of the, even though if it's so normal, it's one of the weirdest ones because it feels so weirdly normal. But I can't wait for everything to just go completely haywire because that's what always happens, I feel like. It's a guarantee. DiCarlo, you think it's the worst season? 2, 1, 3, 4. I would definitely agree with 2, 1, 3. So I might agree with your placement of 4 based on the fact that I feel like we put the seasons in the same order in terms of the ones that have come before. Because I would definitely say 3 felt the weakest, but it was still really good. But would you say it's the worst season, like it's a bad season, or you just mean the worst season in comparison to the other ones? Like, did you still like it? What did you think? Just Rob. I don't think there's going to be a Robin. I think they've actively said they don't want to do Robin. So I don't think we're getting Robin in Caped Crusader, no. They do allude to the Robins in one of the episodes in a way that I had strong feelings about, and I will talk about that more in my full review because I can't really get into it without spoilers. But yes. Yeah, I mean, I could see an opening for maybe one person, but I don't think they're going to do Robin. I think they've said they don't want to do Robin. Thanks for joining us, Christopher. Have a great night. The first couple of episodes you liked, and then it went downhill? Oh, no. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I liked the first episode. I definitely want to watch more. Definitely here. Do Robin dirty. Yeah, I have some thoughts. Batgirl, maybe. Yeah, there might be a Batgirl. Yeah. I could see Batgirl being a thing based on where Barbara's at in this. Definitely. I mean, she likes Batman's car, so either she's going to become Batgirl or she's in love with Batman. And we're promised that that's not going to happen. Even though here is like kind of the place where you actually maybe could do it. Like, I was like, it's weird because I don't want that because I have trauma. But I'm also like, here it kind of could work because they're like the same age and anyways. Anyways, that's a whole thing. Chicks dig the car. It's true. Chicks dig the car. Spoiler for Batman Caped Crusader. I mean, I don't think it's a spoiler per se, but she does like his car. That is a spoiler, I guess. I spoiled that for you. You're going to be so surprised when she says that. You were going to be like, oh my gosh, but now you're going to be like, oh, I already knew. I knew it was coming. Oh, that's why her name is Spoiler. Stephanie Brown? Cars. Right. Her name is Spoiler because of Cars? I think her name is Spoiler because of her dad, but I like Cars. She loves Cars. Everyone loves Cars. You know who loves Cars? I was going to say Bluebird, but I actually don't know if she loves Cars. She just loves fixing stuff. X-Man is my favorite Marvel character. He has the metal claws, right? X-Man? Nate Summers? No, I don't think so. Which X-Man are you talking about? The only X-Man I know is Nate. Nate Gray, sorry. Nathan Summers and Nate Gray. Did I say Summers? X-Man. That's who I know. I don't think he has metal claws, does he? He gets some metal claws and I don't know. Nate Gray. Yeah, does he have metal claws? I've never seen them. So I don't know. Not that I know of. Chicks dig the car is a line from the Batman movie, the one with Two-Face. This is true, Just Rob. This is true. It's been established. We should have known. No, the guy with 3 claws. I think you're talking about Wolverine. Yeah. He's got 3 claws. But he's been known as Weapon X before, so you could be thinking of that. I think Hugh Jackman played him. Yeah, he's called Wolverine. Raggedy Man. But he has been called Weapon X, or he's been like X number because like he's an experiment. To Dawkin, Amanda? B Dawkin? Like doing a Dawkin impersonation? I don't know. I don't know about Dawkin. My Wolverine is better than my Dawkin, I think. Or as I like to call him, Hugh Grant. Oh my gosh, I'm picturing Hugh Grant as Wolverine and it's like breaking my brain. You just broke my brain, Eric. I can't. What would that even be like? No, I can't picture it. I refuse. Do I believe in hypnosis? This is becoming a weird line of questions, Raggedy Man. I believe that people believe in hypnosis, and that's what makes hypnosis work and makes it effective. Cap is Weapon 1. I thought he meant Dawkin. Oh yeah, Dawkin could be Dawkin. That's true. I think based on Hugh Jackman, it's probably Wolverine, but Dawkins there could be him. Cap is Weapon number 1. DiCarlo says hypnosis works. There you go. DiCarlo believes. DiCarlo's a hypnosis believer. I think, yeah, I think if you believe in hypnosis, it works for you. There's a few cases where the technovirus is messing up Cable's arm and it freaks out, and sometimes it has metal claws. Oh, that's interesting. Where does that happen, Ricardo? I want to check that out. Am I following Paranoid Gardens from Dark Horse? I am not, Cloud. Should I be following it? I'm not reading anything Dark Horse right now. And is that like a sin? Because it feels like it could be. Paranoid Gardens, what is it? What a cool name. Oh my gosh, this makes me uncomfortable. Gerard Way, okay. Ooh, this cover makes me uncomfortable. I'm becoming paranoid. Oh, I'm seeing some preview images here. Let me see. Oh, this looks interesting. Oh, okay. Okay. This is bizarre, but I'm kind of into it, I think. Bizarre, but I'm kind of into it. Is that like Gerard Way's MO? Maybe. Okay, I didn't read all the preview, but I'm definitely intrigued. Issue 1 was cool, but I didn't grab issue 2 yet. It's a weird book, cuz way. Yeah, it looks weird, but I like weird stuff. Maybe I'll have to check that one out. You think they will have Wolverine in the X-Men film in the MCU, or just keep him away for a bit? I don't know. I don't know what our first roster is going to be like in the MCU. I don't know. If they want to go with like the best hits, then you kind of got to have Wolverine on that team, I think. But you could go the other way. It depends on how much faith they have in it. I think they're going to have a lot of faith in X-Men, so I don't think we'll get Wolverine right away. I think they're going to like build to it, but I feel like if we see Wolverine on that roster, it means they have less faith. They even show an instance of this in the video game, Marvel vs. Capcom 2, when Cable wins his matches. Oh, he wins his matches and his arm bugs out and he gets metal claws? That's interesting. I've never played Marvel vs. Capcom. You think they will have Wolverine in the X-Men film in the MC? Oh wait, we already talked about that one. Issue 1 was cool, but didn't grab 2 yet. Yep. The fastest image I could find of the reference with Cable with claws for arms is from the video game. Oh, okay, you don't know what comic it happened in. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, I'll have to take a look at that. That sounds interesting. I didn't know that. I'm learning some fun facts about Cable. His weird bugging out arm. Oh, what are you guys talking about over here? I still need to watch Legion. This is true. I do need to watch Legion. You were correct, DiCarlo. Just Rob says, I've been hypnotized. There you go. Just Rob's been hypnotized. Dakin has been merged with the spirit of vengeance. Yes, he has. He has. Which is better than the dead that he was. Also true, amusing streamer. Helverine. Yeah, Helverine is happening. I actually got Helverine issue number 1 when I was in SDCC because Prashant was talking about how collectible it was, and then he was telling me the story, and I was like, I don't know. It kind of seemed like, what is that even? And is it ridiculous? And it sounds ridiculous, but it sounds ridiculous in a really fun way. So I decided to pick it up, and also it's collectible, so that's nice, I guess. I mean, I'm going to read it, so who knows what kind of greasy stains I'll get on it with these grubby fingers. And then it might not be as collectible, but it seemed interesting. So I at least wanted to own issue 1, because it seems like a cool idea. Dakin has died pretty often for a guy with a healing factor. So is Wolverine, oddly. Dakin is Helverine. Rick Remender killed Dakin and brought him back as a horseman. True. Hugh Jackman must now be tired. It's going to be tough replacing Hugh. Yeah, Eric, this is true. Hugh's been just iconic. I mean, I don't know, though. I think a lot of people could do it. I think there's a lot of good people that could play Wolverine. I want Jack Monroe Nomad on Captain America. Honestly, that would be interesting. I kind of want that too. Eric says, I loved Legion. We also got Weapon H for people with metal claws. Yeah, Weapon H, Weapon H. Weapon H popping up here and there. People love the Hulkverine. This is true. The Werewolf by Night issue last week spoiled the end of The Hood as Spirit of Vengeance book. Oh no, that's unfortunate. Why do... I also heard that there were previews for, like, Absolute Power, like the end of Absolute Power, or like whatever's coming after that, that like basically spoil the ending of the event? Why? No. I hate when that happens. This is why, like, I always want to read previews, but then I'm, like, scared to read previews because I'm, like, sometimes editorial will just, like, spoil things for you. They're going to use Robert Downey Jr. as the new Wolverine. Oh, my gosh. Robert Downey Jr. is just going to be everyone. Honestly, I'd kind of be interested in it. I'm not going to lie. I'd kind of be intrigued. Also, a lot of Marvel and DC graphic audio is on YouTube. Oh, interesting. Interesting, Just Rob. I've watched a few, but it's hard because some of the narrators can, but some don't. Can't, but some don't. In the solicitations, yeah, ChemDog, in the solicitations, in like the preview, sorry, I should have said, not like previews like showing me the comic in advance, like the first few pages. Previews like the solicitations, the books, preview world. RDJ will play Black Panther. Oh my goodness, I've already seen the memes. Dakin was also in the Krakoan X Factor. I lost track of him after that. Yeah, he died. He died. But he came back. He's okay now. Well, okay. He's Wolverine. Why was Thor crying? I don't know. Why was Thor crying? Will we ever know? I mean, I think that's going to be, I don't know. Why was Thor crying? Will that come to pass? Heckverine, unless it's the red band. Dakin was also, yeah, the solicit tells you a big player dies. Oh boy. ScarJo is Wolverine. ScarJo is Wolverine. Honestly, I'd watch it. I'm not gonna lie. I can't lie to you. ScarJo, I'll watch ScarJo. I would watch her watch paint dry. I'd be like, this seems entertaining. I like ScarJo. Bleeding Edge Studio says, I started reading comics and read the first volume of Walking Dead. It's great. I haven't read Walking Dead through, but I've read issues here and there, and it seems pretty great. Although it seems like a lot. Like I need to be in a space to read that book. I was just looking up some of the pictures, and in the Ultimate Marvel Universe, he has Wolverine claws on one hand. Cable? Maybe. The original Ultimate? Possible. Right, he's Wolverine from the future. I was like, that sounds right to me. So I'm not going to question it. Because I'm pretty sure that's true. Yeah. That's like where they were like, what if he's someone from the future? Wasn't that like kind of a reference to when Cable first appeared? That was like a whole thing. It was like a mystery, and then we found out who he was, and now it's not a mystery anymore. Not as mysterious. Is RDJ the MCU anchor being? He might be, Brian. He might be. I guess it's a more common thing. Yeah, I feel like there's probably a few times that's happened. I'm not surprised, but I didn't know about the Marvel Capcom thing, so that's cool. And I didn't know, I guess maybe that's the comic you were thinking of. Was it Ultimate or was it something else that you read? Was it main continuity? Because that's interesting if it's main. I'm a dude playing a dude disguised as another dude. Oh boy. Oh boy. Robert H. Arts, the day after DC did that video about their comics talking about what's coming out and the new mysterious Superwoman, we got a preview telling us who she is right away. There you go. I love Pedro Pascal, says DiCarlo, but the F4 casting is weird. I think the F4 casting is going to grow on us once we, like, see everyone. I don't know, the more they announced more people, like, I initially was like, I don't know about Pedro Pascal as Reed Richards, but then they announced more and more people, and then once we had the full cast, I was like, it could work, actually. I'm kind of liking it. I think as an ensemble, I like it, but as individual castings, I agree, kind of weird. Sorry, some narrators are good at graphic ones, but some shouldn't. Got you, got you. The day after DC did that video, oh yeah, we were talking about that. Oof, yeah, hopefully we get a good script for F4. I have faith, I have faith. I hope it's gonna be good. Chemdog says, Sabretooth ripped Daken apart. Yep, that happened in the Sabretooth War, I'm assuming. I haven't read all of it yet. I just know that he doesn't make it, and I have not finished it, so I need to read it. Yeah, we'll see what happens. I think it might be Victor, but it could also be an alternate version of Tony, which I really like as an idea too, and I kind of hope they do that, but we'll see. Kurt Yue should play Reed Richards? I don't know who that is. Adrian Holmes as Ben Grimm. Adrian Holmes sounds familiar, but I don't know off the top of my head. The Marvel solicitations are out? I don't know if they're out. I don't know. I have solicitations, but they're from last month, so I don't know if there's some that are out. I would assume there's some out for this month, yeah? Time travel tends to be nothing more than dimension hopping, says a musing streamer. It can, yeah, it can be. Time travel can be dimension hopping, but it depends. You're talking about something specific, a musing streamer? Are you talking about F4? Not the kid from Stranger Things is Johnny. Why not? He's not a kid. He was Eddie. Eddie wasn't really like a kid. He was like still in high school, I guess, but only because he like flunked so many times, right? I don't think he was really like a kid. I think he was like a young adult. Sabretooth War was great. I can't wait to finish it. Yeah, he was Eddie. He was the punk kid. I loved him in Stranger Things. I thought he was so good. He was also in A Quiet Place Day 1, but I haven't seen that yet. I haven't seen any of the Quiet Places. I need to watch those. I've heard they're good. I just think he's a really good actor. So I could see him as Johnny. I think he's gonna do something different than he did with Stranger Things. I think he's an actor that has a lot of range, actually. Until shown otherwise, I think MCU dude will still be Victor, but RDJ will also play an alt-U Iron Man in Secret Wars. Is the Doctor on Will Trent and on Cobra Kai. I haven't seen Cobra Kai and I haven't seen Will Trent. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Rob. Marvel's new solicitations on my phone. Oh, okay. Cool, cool, cool. He was also John Deacon in Bohemian Rhapsody. Oh, was he? I didn't even know that was him. I need to know. What? That's crazy. I didn't even recognize him. He's so good in that, too. What the heck? Okay. Master of puppets are pulling your strings. Mm-hmm. Johnny is kind of a goof too. He is kind of a goof. He's kind of a goof. Yeah. I mean, I think he's gonna do something very different though. I don't think it's gonna be like something that we've seen before. I think he's gonna be doing a different vibe for this character. I think there are elements, sure, that you could see maybe of Eddie, but I don't think it's gonna be Eddie. I just think he's a really good actor. Based on what I saw in Stranger Things. And yeah, I was just really impressed. And then also just seeing him in person and stuff in interviews. Like, I feel like he's so different from that character. Like, I'm sure he uses some of himself, but he's so, yeah, I don't know. Seems like he's able to wear a lot of hats and be a lot of people. The OG Doom was great. That guy was in Charmed, I think. Haven't seen Charmed. Yeah, we're getting the sweater costumes. Wild. Chris Evans was great. Chris Evans was really good as Johnny. I agree. That was a weird time, but there were some good things in there that we had. Oh yeah, he's far from Eddie now. Yeah. I think it's going to be different. Oh, I would love Alicia Masters to be in it. Serenity says he's no Johnny Storm. Who is no Johnny Storm? The guy that plays Eddie? What's his name? I need to get his name. We're going to keep talking about him like this. Joseph Quinn. That's his name. I was like, what's his name? I know what it is. It's buried deep in the recesses of my brain. The dude for the new FF film, I don't know him. He's from Stranger Things. He played Eddie Munson in Stranger Things. He was in Bohemian Rhapsody and apparently played Deacon, which I didn't even know, because he's a shapeshifter, I'm pretty sure. He was in The Quiet Place Day One. He's been in a lot of stuff. I really liked him in Stranger Things, so that's why I have confidence in his abilities. What else has he been in? Let's look at his IMDb really quickly. Let's just like slightly stalk him on IMDb. He was in Game of Thrones? What? He was in one episode of Game of Thrones, apparently. He was in the Les Mis TV series. He was in Catherine the Great, a TV series. Yeah, I would say that his... Wait a second. Was he in Bohemian Rhapsody? I don't see him listed here. I think that's actually a different person. That's Joseph Mazzello. So it's a different guy. I think. But he was in Stranger Things, and that's where I saw him, and I was like, this guy can frickin' act, man. Yeah. But, you know, not everybody's watched Stranger Things. Am I a Queen fan? Yeah, I'm a Queen fan. I used to listen to Queen many moons ago, when I was a wee lass. I also hope we get Herbie. He was a corpse in Catherine the Great too. I mean, you know, sometimes we gotta play corpses. Someone's gotta play that corpse. They said, get him in here, get Joseph Quinn in here. Nicholas Hoult. Nicholas Hoult is also very good. Was he in Catherine the Great? Catherine the Great was great. I'm thinking that the reboot that Marvel will need after Secret Wars, there is too much to hold it now, and in 4 years, it will be 20 years since the MCU started, and you can literally make everything that happened part of a larger story with FF and X-Men. Could have been a Heroes Reborn situation. Yeah, I think Secret Wars is going to give us a bit of a reset. From the OG Jurassic Park. Oh, that's who that is. That's also crazy to me. That's all good, ChemDog. It's all good. They're both Josephs, so they got that going on. Is your fit Siren inspired? It's Rogue. It's Rogue inspired. But with my red hair, it definitely gives Siren vibes. I feel that. Yeah, it's Rogue. All right, friends. I'm going to... Freddie Mercury was him. No, Freddie Mercury is a different guy. That's a different actor, who's also a really great actor, though. Fun fact. Who plays Freddie Mercury? What's his name? He's great. Freddie Mercury. That's Rami Malek. Yeah, he's awesome. All right, guys, I think we're going to call it there. So I hope you guys had a good time. I had such a fun time chatting with you all. Thank you for joining me and just being lovely humans. I always have so much fun hanging out with you guys, and I think it's going to be a good night, a good time. Who should we raid? Let's raid Swarmy. Let's raid my friend Swarmy, because I feel like that would be a good vibe. Swarmy is really sweet. If you guys don't know her, she is a really lovely, lovely human, and she just brings such good energy to everything that she does. She plays super cute games, and she's a good friend of mine, IRL, in the real world. So yeah, go send some love to Swarmy with me. Let's go over and make her night. I'm sure she'll really appreciate the raid. And I hope you guys all have a great evening. Take care. I'll see you guys soon. I'll be back on Monday because it's Fan Expo this weekend. If you're at Fan Expo and you see me running around as probably Maddie or Rogue, Ira, thank you so much for the final super chat, the $4.99 super chat. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Make sure you come over and say hello. Feel free to come say hi. I promise I don't bite. I'm a friendly person. And yeah, maybe I'll see you there. Maybe I won't. We'll see. I'm going to be vlogging, and hopefully we'll have a Fan Expo vlog up for you guys after the weekend. And I'll see you guys on Monday. We're going to be doing a Pomodoro co-work stream. So bring those tomatoes, bring the work, and let's work together in the morning, 9 a.m. Hey, Jacob. Oh, yeah. Sorry, Jacob. We're wrapping up, but I appreciate you coming in. Thank you so much. I'll see you guys all later. And until next time, friends, stay nerdy. I'll see you later. Also, Monday night, we'll be doing Codenames, Nerd Incorrect. Tuesday, we'll be playing Star Wars Outlaws early in the morning. Come by, say hello. Let's see if this game is good. I spent a lot of money on hats for Nyx. Let's see if I made a good choice. All right, guys, stay nerdy. I'll see you later. Bye.